I told my students that I got one wrong on this section, and this is it. I want to go over it with all of you. Official Digital SAT Study Guide. I'm on page 408, and yeah, it was question 9. And it goes to the error that I made, and I want to keep you from making it. I read the question, but I didn't apply what the question was asking to the body of the prompt. Because when it says, which quotation from the young girl most effectively illustrates the claim? Well, I should have fixated on what is the claim, and that's in the middle of the piece. Here's the claim. Mansfield frequently contrasts, underline that word, the character's pleasant appearance with her unpleasant attitude. So, frequent contrasts. And the 3 wrong answers don't include the contrast. The only one that does is the mild contrast of B, but it is there because this not so pleasant 17-year-old girl does as B says. While we waited, she took out a little gold powder box with a mirror in the lid, shook the poor little puff as though she loathed it, and dabbed her lovely nose. All right, so it is a little standoffish. I don't have a powder box, but I do have a Kleenex box, and I can envision there's some powder box with a mirror in the lid. There's a poor little puff. All right, and that's the little girl's attitude. All right, it is negative, okay? It is an unpleasant attitude, and the end of the prompt does talk about a lovely nose. That's the pleasant appearance that is there. A, C, and D lack the pleasant appearance part, so the claim is not satisfied by any of them. A actually looks like we should give the girl sympathy. She's not really socially bad. She must have had some sort of tragedy in her life. I can't bear flowers on a table. Okay, take them away. That, not that pleasant, but also not antisocial, like the loathing that you express in front of people while you're powdering your nose. C definitely has some unpleasantness, but I want you to recognize when it's called a vulgar act, and that might have gravitated people to C. Vulgar is lowly, for the masses, uncouth, but it's the author's vulgar act. Strange one, she's just paying for tea. But the author's characterizing herself as taking a vulgar action, not the girl. And finally, D lacks the the unpleasant appearance. I do think this one, again, a mix of sympathy and somewhat antisocialness. She winced. She bit her lip. So not that pleasant to be around. That's probably qualifying enough for the, quote, unpleasant attitude. Good enough, but not even close if you're looking for, as they say, a pleasant appearance. I'm Mark Greenstein. Thanks for joining me.